Okay. All right. So I guess I'm getting good stories from the peer every day, and it's exciting. It's exciting. So you probably saw this last time. I copied it from the doctor scientist from Utah. Okay, that I learned a lot. I mean I didn't know the bacteria, the good bacteria in the gut. Okay, is so powerful. Okay, it can take care of the fat. It can take care of the you see promotion of angiogenesis. That is where the vessels are growing. Healthy one growing if you have good bacteria. Okay, so that's where you get the good supply of blood and oxygen. Go do repairs. Okay, so immune system, and then I think the one that I got shocked was the bone mass density, modulation of bone density. So that sounds interesting. But anyway, so you saw this last time, and I just want to show you again that now they study so much about probiotic, live bacteria that are good for us. And so they know that certain bacteria is very good for the stomach, very good for allergies, and very good for especially female vagina, cervix. Now, you heard this last time already, so I go real fast, okay? Now, our gut is our health, 75 trillions, okay? And our goal is to make sure there's good bacteria thriving in the gut. Oh, this is something new. So anybody from now on ask you about gout, how to take Rinso, you tell them to take pear. Awesome. Okay, might be take it with the meal, like dinner or lunch, so that the good bacteria can digest those purine, the uric acid, put it that way. The good liver can break it down somewhat, but most of them, the gout already suffering is that the liver cannot do the whole 100%. So if you have good bacteria, it can clean up 1/3 of that uric acid before the uric acid pass into the kidney. People suffer gout. The final complication part is this uric acid will turn into rock, will turn into crystals, piece of stones, and turn the kidney into stone. And then they have to go to dialysis. Okay, that is a horrible end result of suffering gout. I don't care. My husband suffered gout for years. Okay, and when you take those medicine, it's labeled poison. And those people have gout, they rely on the medication every day. But what's the end result? They're going to go through dialysis because the medicine can only suppress the pain, the inflammation. It does not dissolve the uric acid. And now I learned about bacteria. Good bacteria can dissolve the uric acid. That's something I really learned this month. Okay. Now, bacteria, last year, this research came out about Parkinson's disease, that the bacteria start in the gout and travel to the brain. I help many Parkinson people already in my 10 years. I've seen them start walking, driving normal. But one thing they keep telling me is that they are constipated. So I've been thinking, wow, all the Parkinson people are constipated. Because if you look at all these autistic kids, they all constipated too. And then you look at the Alzheimer people, they all constipated too. Honestly, put it this way, all mental people have a little mental problem, they have constipation. So get them drinking the pear is the fastest way to improve their mental health. Okay? And this is what it is. It travels from the intestine all the way to the brain. Okay, so this is the newest finding from US medical science, future of Parkinson's disease treatments. Now, don't ignore these fungal nails. Anytime you see people fungal nail, I already surveyed my customer a long time. They have fungal nail, I can tell you, Anybody's come from a diabetes family, watch out. They almost have fungal nails just about, let me say 80%. I want to say 90%, but they go down the, senior years. Some of the young people have it too. And I'm telling you, these are bacteria. It can cause your leg. Why people amputate the leg? Okay, it's the bacteria overgrown. Our control as you get older. Okay, so this is where they need the peer. Also, female problem, vagina problem, cervical cancer. Okay, bladder infection, I don't care. Next to the rectum, it's all bacteria. Please, they have good bacteria that can replenish, go back inside, okay? So that's a good news, take care. Because every single lady that I met suffering cervical cancer, they're all constipated. Because the first thing I asked them, now, yes, it is. It's real. Bad bacteria, good bacteria. So my new slogan now is good bacteria in, bad bacteria out. Well, that's a new slogan, okay? People have to understand there's a war, there's a fighting. They're fighting in there. They're fighting on territory. And these bad bacteria will get you signals for you to keep on eating. That people overweight, that's the trouble. These bad bacteria keep giving you this craving for sweet, carbo, okay? That's it. And it's true. Now they tell you it is very true. It's our second brain, is the gut. That 20 feet of small intestine, 5 feet of colon. It's a big thing, 25 feet long. You can accumulate all kinds of bad stuff inside throughout the years. Now, you've seen these already, okay? Now, you've seen them and you saw this FDA last year already approved using human fecal transplant therapy, collecting healthy bacteria from people's stool and then put it back inside to those mental sickness people. Now, ring peer, into the main subject now. There are a lot of people, I remember when this started coming into Asia, there people would challenge me, say, everybody has it out there, so many brands and they cheaper than ring peer. And I said, no, it's different product. You cannot say that. Okay. I said, we have three cold pressed seeds as prebiotic. See, food for the good bacteria, nourishing the beneficial bacteria. Bacteria need to eat. So that when the good bacteria got some nutrient, the population, these good bacteria can grow and then this reduce, replace the bad bacteria. It is not just about what bacteria you're going to eat, but also what bacteria can use. You have to feed them. Otherwise, by the time you put those bacteria inside, like you take the yogurt, they said they have bacteria. I'm telling you, they're already dead. Not going to do anything for you. Okay? So this is why ring peer is so different. Okay? Yes, you once while you see some bottle capsules, they would tell you they have it too. Now, most of the probiotic outside just put in the mouth. Someone would say, oh no, mine's easier. I just put in the mouth and just, it would just dissolve and, that way. Well, I said, well, you can say that, it's good. That's the one I ate long time, 30 years ago. But there's something different about drinking it down, going through the 25 feet long of the colon and the small intestine. You want to make sure there's enough bacteria go down in your small intestine and the part of the colon at least. Okay, so this is why you see ring peer is called digestive health. Now, the back, this is the new label in the peer. they missed it on some of our peer, okay, and Russ make a copy for me. I said, come on, you're gonna let me know exactly about which bacteria you have which, okay? So you can see that Exodovirus, total 20 billion, okay? Total 20 billion, you can add it up, okay? Now, Exodovirus, 69 mg, the lactis 13 Bitedum. This is a very good one, 40 mg, okay? And then the other blend up, 115 mg. So, and you see CFU, this is what you have to tell people. CFU means that every single bacteria has been wrapped. It's a technology called tracking. They wrap the bacteria so that they make sure the bacteria will survive past your stomach, you know, prevent the stomach acid destroying, and then start working when it gets into the, it's like time release kind of like, it start working in your intestine, okay? Because in the lower part of your small intestine and part of the large intestine, that's where the bacteria, 80% bacteria live in the area, 80%. Now, so this is the I think pretty soon this will be the standard label, okay? So you can, you know, see it actually is 20 billion CFU. So any try to compare it, you tell them to get the ingredient, okay? And just remind you, read up there, no sugar. Okay, there's no sugar. Sodium, that's it, no sugar, okay? Now, we have 3 seeds. And again, remind you, it's cold pressed, okay? Now, watermelon seeds contain nutrients, protein. You see, all seeds are proteins. Okay, so great for vegetarian, okay? Protein is rich, also watermelon seeds are rich in omega-3, vitamin B complex, potassium, magnesium, zinc, copper, iron, manganese, phosphorus. Yeah, I understand this is whole food. I mean, don't try to, someone try to ask you, well, what's the mg? No, come on, this is whole food. You know, when you go out buy an apple, it will never tell you how much vitamin C, how much calcium in one apple. Okay, this is whole food. This is not vitamin pill. Yeah, that people will ask me, Susie, what is the amount of fatty acid here and there or calcium? Okay, no, it's whole food, but they are there. Okay, now benefits. It lowers blood pressure. Good, you understand? Not all the seeds are edible. Some seeds are toxic, poison. Okay, but watermelon seed, they done research. It can lower blood pressure, good for hair and skin, relieve constipation, good for male fertility, and stress relief and immune system. So that's good. And also just remember, these cold pressed seeds are good for the bacteria and good for us. Okay, the bacteria cannot eat it. I mean, food, we take it. So I tell people, our prebiotic, the 3 C's, will feed those 20 billion bacteria. As it travels through the intestines, it might end up 40 billion. Okay, it might. Pumpkin seed, the second one. That's pretty popular, okay? Excellent source of protein, again, B vitamins, magnesium, iron, zinc, very rich in zinc. I think all these years we know about it. The seeds very high level essential fatty acid. Help maintain healthy blood vessels. You start seeing this research coming out. See, it's a fatty acid that maintain healthy blood vessel. You know, Julia, when you asked earlier, okay, people have, you know, artery problem and lower unhealthy cholesterol in the blood. See, again, because it has good oil, cold press. This is very interesting. Contains serotonin, a neurochemical called a nature's sleeping pill, and also high in this amino acid, okay? And it converts more increase more of the serotonin production. And this neurochemical generated from the so-called, I guess, I don't know, either small intestine or part of the colon, it will travel to the brain. You know, I have a testimony. This is one of my partner in Taiwan. She had this lady, very interested in the product, so she went and visited her. And she gave her 1 pack of soul as a sample. And that lady have sleeping problem. And she's always, how should I say it? She's open-minded for health supplement. So anyway, so she left her the soul, right? I said, oh, that's good. You cannot sleep too good, then take this, and it will, good oil in the brain is good. And the next day she went back to see the lady, and the lady said, no, I did not sleep good last night after taking your soul. So it seems like she's not interested in signing up. So, and my partner hurry up, took out 1 pear and gave it to her. Oh, okay, maybe this is better. Because I always tell people, you know, I've been telling, because the gut is the second brain. So you cannot sleep. Your first brain is a little bit deficient. So you have a good bacteria in the brain. Sometimes I even tell my partner, please offer pear as your first product, because it tastes good and it works a lot. So just tell them to take the pear first instead of give them a soul, okay? So anyway, guess what? So she said, why don't you take this pear tonight? See if it help you to go sleep. And back then, I didn't even talk about these things yet, you know what I'm saying? But I just know the gut, the good bacteria travel to the brain. You know what? The following day, she went back to see that lady. Oh, the lady was happy. Oh, I slept good last night. So she signed up, okay? So I said, boy, that is probably from this. Because it has this, increased serotonin. And it's just very good. And you know why some people drink a cup of milk before they sleep? Because this tryptophan is an amino acid. It's very rich in milk. Okay, so some people get a habit, oh, I just drink some milk, then I sleep really good. But again, pumpkin seed has it, okay? Also, pumpkin seed is anti-inflammation, has lots of anti-inflammation property, antioxidant, phytochemicals, again, is because we're cold pressed to improve the immune system. It can help grow hair too, improve prostate health. So it's a fascinating, you know, pumpkin seed is a good product. We know that a long time. But again, this is cold pressed and already pre-digest because it's very fine. You don't taste the seed, but you already absorb them. That's the beauty, absorption improved. Now, flaxseed. Flaxseed is a popular thing. I learned about this 30 some years ago. Okay, and I used to take flaxseed oil by tablespoon. And it's rich, mainly omega-3. It doesn't have other omega. And that's why the early days of people going to these cancer alternative health clinic to kind of like for serious cancer patients, they can only take omega-3. You know, back then, you know, yeah, there's a famous Gerson Institute. All they treat is cancer people, terminal cases. They will give them omega-3. You see, you understand, oil is very important. Yeah, the good one. So flaxseed is very rich in vitamin B1 and B6 and folate. Folate is a B complex. Calcium, iron, magnesium, all these have it, okay? The benefit has a lot. Lower risk of heart attack because omega-3, it just help the blood move, improve the blood circulation inside the artery. That's widely known. That's how they promote fish oil, okay? So lower risk of heart attack and blood pressure. But honestly, the professor that wrote the book PEO, he's strongly against fish oil. He said fish oil belongs to the fish. We are human. We live on the planet, on the earth, and it's warm-blooded. We're not cold-blooded. So we have to eat plant oil. That's what he said. We can eat fish. Eating fish oil and fish are two different things, okay? Okay, different, huh? Don't get me wrong. We should eat a lot of fish. And there's oil inside the fish meat and the skin. If you eat concentrated fish oil, that's different. Your liver has to do extra work to metabolize that oil, concentrated oil. Now, so it does reduce inflammation in the arteries, okay? So Julia, your friend that has that coronary artery problem, better take pear. Take lots of pear, take Soran, okay? Stop the inflammation first. Reduce tumor growth and reduce cancer risk. Improve cholesterol, help control blood sugar. These are, flaxseed is famous, okay? And I'll tell you what, this is the, like I said, there's different types of bacteria, but I just want to tell you this B-type bacteria, more than 80% of this particular organism lives inside the colon, the 5 feet, and the lower intestine, probably maybe the 10 feet, okay? And vagina. Newborn baby has about 95% because they're healthy. This is healthy adult should have 80%. In other words, out of the 75 trillion bacteria, 80% live inside your lower intestine and the colon. The other 20% in the saliva, in the stomach, you know, in other parts of the body, okay? Now, you understand this pylori as a bacteria that eat up your stomach lining. When people have ulcer, this is the bacteria. You see, doctors have removed so many, operation, have done so much operation on the stomach when people have ulcer, stomach cancer nowadays. They know those bacteria. I tell you what, I have people took 2 packets, 60 stick, 60 pear, 60 cups, and the stomach ulcer just subsided. You see, talk about bacteria. You have the good bacteria in there replacing the bad bacteria. I actually seen this lady. She lives in KK. You know, she goes to Singapore for a checkup. I met her a year later after she started taking Rinso for a year. And she didn't know. Now, back then, we didn't have soul, okay? We didn't have peer. But she had very bad ulcerated stomach. From that, she explained that the doctor in Singapore told her stomach lining, the stomach lining is this thick. Her is already only half. If that so-called stomach ulcer continue, deteriorate, doctor had to do surgery on the stomach, and it could be a stomach cancer. Not knowing, we didn't know, all we told her, she just told us she had depression and she cannot sleep at night. So we just share Rinso with her. I remember this is 9 years ago in the early days. And I remember her name. Her name is Nancy. She has this testimony in YouTube, if you can find it. And cause a year later, when she came to KL, they video her testimony, okay? And she said she took 2 packets a day for a whole year. And yes, she put it this way. Her bowel movement improved. She can go toilet really good. And she can sleep good. And she have no more depression. That's what she felt. But the stomach issue, she didn't know until she went back to Singapore. That's 1 year later for a physical checkup. And the doctor did that, the MRI or whatever, I don't know, I don't know what was thing they check on her. And the doctor was amazed that her stomach lining grew back normal. No more ulcerated tissues in the stomach lining. You understand? It's all this caused by this pylori bacteria eating you up. So the black cumin seed is antifungal. That is one of the patent on black cumin seed. So I think for that lady, for Nancy, it was the black cumin seed, the power of black cumin seed, and kill those bacteria in the stomach lining and promoted the healing. Okay, now we have this ring pear, you know, I think it's going to be a very speedy recovery for those people suffer stomach ulcer. Okay, so stomach infection, IBS, you know, bloating, diarrhea, okay, oral health and blood glucose control. Okay, now let's review all the bacteria. Okay, now, like I told you, Russ gave me this new label because I was told there's 12 bacteria. And then that day I counted up only 11. So when Russ gave me, I found one new one. So it is 12, okay? Now, these are the L bacteria, okay? L bacteria, the first one live in the digestive system. So that means stomach and intestine, digested, okay? So when you eat, after you eat, it takes about approximately, depending what you eat, okay? If you eat kind of like regular meal, if you are, you know, you have meat and veggie, starch, it probably travel about 7 hours from the time you digest, eat your food, eat your meal. It will be about 7 hours before get down to your colon, okay? So you can say digested is the stomach and the intestine. So anybody with diarrhea, this is a very good bacteria. And oh, by the way, you know what? Now, if you really have so-called digestive problem, you know, you can actually take a sample of your stool and you can send it to the lab. And it specifically, that lab test is to identify what kind of bacteria that you have and what kind of, because they already have data. Those people have certain stomach disorder or sicknesses. They can tell from the stool that you are lacking because they take enough tests. They know the healthy people that don't have stomach ulcer, they have those good bacteria in the stool. So those people have stomach ulcer, they lacking those particular good bacteria in the stool sample. I'm not kidding with you. A couple of years down the road, we're going to have precision probiotic and precision medicine for every type of cancer, every type of illnesses, okay? So the second bacteria is good for the immune system and very good to remove toxic chemicals. So I mean, I'm not kidding, we need that, right? All the preservatives that we're eating every day, okay? So that's good to know. And the third one, very abundant rich in the saliva. That's why I tell people don't use mouthwash. I learned it from this doctor, okay? That is a special doctor, PhD, studied 20 years. And he warned, if you have high blood pressure, if you're using mouthwash, stop the mouthwash, your blood pressure will come down. And of course, take the ring pear and the soul, it might help faster, okay? Instead of taking medicine for life, okay? But of course, don't stop your medicine. Now, please, I'm talking about nutrition right now. Please don't ever stop your medicine. Whatever doctor gave you, you better take it. But next time when you go check in with the doctor for checkup, the doctor will tell you. So suppression of bad bacteria in the GI tract. So anybody have a GI problem, bloated stomach, a lot of like bad smell, bad odor, okay? Please take that. Acidophilus is one of the oldest probiotic. I took this a lot 30 years ago. I just put it in the mouth. You don't have to drink water. It's in the intestine. It actually helps you digest glucose, okay? Improve digestion, that's what it is. You know, there's people with food allergies. Now this particular one, that rhamnus, very good for urinary tract infection and autovaginal infection, okay? Any types of infection, okay, the lower part. So bladder and vaginas all there. Weight loss, insulin sensitivity, so means the people have a tendency becoming, or diabetic people is good. Reduce blood cholesterol, fight allergy, acne, protect against cavities. This is good. There's 2 bacteria that is good for our teeth, that are good in our mouth. So if you do this mouthwash, you're going to kill them. You're going to kill these bacteria. You know what I'm saying? What a waste. So that's why, okay. Then the last bacteria, the S, it's not the L group now, it's the S group. This is what they use to make yogurt. By the way, Ring Pier, my partners are making their own fresh yogurt now. They put it inside the milk, and they have a recipe. They say it tastes really good using the Ring Pier. Okay, so good for the immune system, digestive health, and put it this way: say competing against the bad bacteria. Good bacteria in, bad bacteria out. Okay, this is a vital one. Okay, the B group. You see, the B group is very important because it's good for our digestive health. Okay, this one is one of the one that pretty. It was our label in our pure label, single out very separately. Okay, important. It lives in your intestine, 20 feet. Our intestines 20 feet long, and the stomach. Improve digestion and fight harmful bacteria. That's why, you know what, I tell you, as I was doing this presentation, now I make sure when I'm eating lunch and having a snack at dinner, I open a pack of pear and I take a mouthful and take my food. Make sure I digest good, improve digestion, right? And also make sure no bad bacteria, put it this way, fight harmful bacteria, okay? So, and it's a big dosage, big quantity in the Ring Pier. No wonder people have stomach ulcer feel good, okay? Then this particular second one, Infantis, is originated when they collect the baby stool. They find out this particular bacteria that is rich in the baby's digestive colon, the stool. It lowers inflammation. No wonder babies should be healthy, especially mothers feeding the baby breast milk. Baby hardly gets sick. The immune system is very good. They're good stool, okay? So that's why this bacteria, I guess they just say, well, comes from the baby, it must be healthy, low inflammation. Then the next one, the longum, relieve constipation, reduce cholesterol, allergy, I mean, all kinds of stuff that are, yeah, E. coli, EBS, radiation sickness, prevent bacteria growing. This is a good one too. Okay, so fighting back, see good bacteria in, bad bacteria out. That's what it is. And the other one is the Brevier, stomach health to bring the gut and the brain axis. Okay, and also this one is isolated from the baby stool too. Okay, so it's very good for the stomach health and the brain. The other one, now this is the one that after Russ gave me the new label, this bacteria show up. Lactase, fight tumor growth. If I remember, that is the second bacteria that were listed in our label. Acidophilus and then the lactase. Fight tumor growth. Who needs it? All the cancer people. Improve digestion, immune system, break down body waste, eat up all your waste, the garbage, the toxins. And then able to improve your absorption of all the nutrients. You see the intestine, once the stomach breaks it down, the nutrients are individually absorbed in the small intestine via the villi, those finger-like. thing. So this is it. This bacteria, very important. It helps you absorb vitamins and minerals in the gut. Our ring pear has this as a single item, very rich. It's a powerful product. I tell you what, if you understand the power of ring soap, you really believe these are science research. I just copy from internet, that's it. There's no one, I'm telling you, every single person, even your kids, my grandson takes it. my grandson finally have, he will leave me a message, Grandma, no more pear. That's it. Okay, it's a powerful product. Now this is called prevention. This is real prevention. I believe all the young kids, you have young kids in your family, they start taking pear. You can give them a 1 cup. You can, you know, how concentrated you drink, you don't need to ask us. That's 20 billion. You can make a liter water. You can make a liter water with it. Okay. Or you can make it a little more concentrated. Again, you can make it about a big liter and the whole family just drink a cup. Handful bacteria. You can even take, there's 20 billion inside. If you just split into 4 cups, you still get about 20, divided by 20. Yeah, that's, 5 billion. There's still 5 billions in there. No, but they're young. So you start giving them good bacteria, like I say, the life cycle of these bacteria usually about 3 months. Usually about 3 months, they die too. Okay, especially if the environment in your intestine are not so good, they die earlier. I'm telling you, that's why I tell people, don't laugh. You have bad breath, you have to use deodorant, bad body odor, your feet stinky, when you go toilet smelly. I'm not kidding with you. You need good bacteria. I don't care. You can eat all you want, but you better take care of your inside environment. Okay, so knowing there's 12 strains of bacteria that ring pear has it, I guarantee you go out cannot find it. I give you 2 times of the price. Okay, you call my pear expensive. That's why I challenge people now. You go out find one pear better than mine. I don't care how much I pay for it. One time there was a person trying to tell me he has the best protein. I'm not kidding you. You know how much I paid that little jug of protein? I paid 200 US. You show me this is non-GM organic. I don't care. I said, I'll buy one for you, okay? I'll test it out. This is it. 75 trillion. Now, today, the science that we average, you have estimated, so I copied it from this doctor's presentation. It is estimated something like 75 trillion bacteria in your gut. And again, 80% live in your small intestine and then the partially of your colon too. In fact, in a healthy human being, about 95% of them are responsible for a number of vital body processes, chemical reactions. It's not just to push the garbage out, please. Okay, many people think probiotics just like eating some garbage and help you eliminate. No, no, no. It's more than that. It's performing vital body processes like the first chart I just showed you, 10 items. Moderate your bone density, all kinds of stuff. Even can dissolve your uric acid. Well, that's something I learned this time. So very powerful stuff. It's a product ring pear that you cannot miss every day. Even just one packet. okay? But of course, if you share the business, I challenge you, okay? You do it. I think Ring Peer is a separate business project, independent or so, because everybody have problem with this colon. It's not good. You don't have enough good bacteria. People, they don't go toilet every day. Most of the people don't. In America, 1 hour 7. I think in Asia, probably 1 hour 5. You know why? Or even less. You know why? In America, a lot of people eat salad. They eat a lot of raw food, vegetable. But in Asia, everything's cooked and starch, heavy carbo. So I challenge you. This is a big business. Okay, so I do some mathematics because I'm an accountant. I mean, after I did this presentation, I just went and, gee, such an easy business. How can people miss it? So I take 75 trillion, that's 20, and then the other 20 billion, 90, okay? So I put it together for you. So this is 75,000 over 20. One stake. One stake's 20 billion. So you see why I'm dividing it? I want to find out how many steak I need to drink to replenish all this new, healthy, 75 trillion bacteria inside my tract, in my body, okay? So 3,750 steak. So 3,750 steak divided by 30, which is 30 per pouch. Okay, it's 125 bags of pear. 125 bags per pear. If I order 2 a month, I take 2 cups a day. See, 30 days, in 30 days, right? So if I take 2, I need 2 bags. So guess what? I need about 62 months of auto ship. I should put a month there. Okay. Yeah, you just take 125 divided by 2 a day, 2 a month. So I do auto ship. And exactly I get my 50 CV. Okay. So that means about 5 years. You know, divide that by 12 months in year. You need to do auto ship for 5 years. If you say, oh no, I just go take 1 a day. Yes, you can. If you have good diet, you sure can. You can take 1 a day, but it's going to take you 10 years. It's going to take you 10 years. So if you take 2 cups of pear a day, yeah, 5 years later, you have approximately 70-some trillion good bacteria inside. And it's certified that it's alive. You will have no bad breath, no need to use deodorant. You smell it good smelly feet. You understand? So this is it. Good bacteria in, bad bacteria out, and you're going to have a fantastic business. So I'm going to be promoting this, okay? And Corso is always, you know, my favorite. But now peer is catching up. Honestly, I think everybody needs it, okay? So I honestly, you just have to try it, to love it, and it's convenient, okay? You just put 1 or 2 sticks everywhere in your pocket. When you see someone, just hand them 1 stick, and that's it. You know, years ago, there was a fiber company from Malaysia. I was in Thailand, I remember. You know, people say, oh, I can't afford it, can't afford it. So you know what that person did? Every person they meet, this guy told me from Malaysia in Thailand, said, I just sell them five little steak. It's fiber, 5. You know, so he buys his bag and breaks it up, 5. And I'm not kidding with you. People buy 5 easy, right? And then come back and buy more and buy more. That guy did a very good business, and that's what it is. So I'm not kidding. Now's the time to focus on more business, how to get this going. So don't try to tell me it's too expensive, I don't have money. No, that's exactly the whole point. You don't have money, you better get a business going. There's people out there, if someone just buy 5 sticks from you, you're helping that person to be healthy. and they will come back for more. You know what I'm saying? I mean, those people can afford it, very good. I'm telling you, I'm going to promote auto ship. Once we get the new system in, I'm going to promote auto ship, at least 2 packets or 3 so a month. So people can just strictly come in, build a business, and just buy peer. Okay. So anyway, so that's my feeling about peer. And all I can tell you is that I'm pretty sure everyone, you know, once you start taking it and you're seeing all these good results, you will love it too. Yeah. And I say, go out, try to compare it. See if you can find one comparable to peer, Rain Peer. Okay, any questions?